Hey guys, it's Chris here. So video number 2 of our 6-part series as to how you're going to get into shape this Christmas and not go into that period having already been in a position where basically you've gained weight, you've put body fat on and you're feeling bad about yourself before you get to that Christmas period where typically you know you're going to eat and drink more, which then exacerbates the problem. So video number 1, obviously we talked about you starting right now. That's so central because you haven't got a lot of time. When we think about how much time's wasted in a year, like we've talked about already, joining gyms, leaving gyms, hiring PTs, leaving PTs, starting diets, ending diets, most of the time it ends up with you still not getting the results that you want, which is the opposite of what I want for you. Okay, so starting now is video number 1, tip number 1. But you can't just do anything. You've got to think about how you're going to get the results that you're looking for. So if we're talking about you actually toning up, losing weight and seeing a tangible difference in your body shape, which is what you're all capable of, then how are we actually going to do it? So I'm going to give you 2 options here as to how you can move forward with your own training. So this is sort of similar and giving you an insight as to how I like to work with clients as well. I don't ever like clients, I know that essentially at some point your progress is going to slow down. It's got to, we've got adaptation, we've got all these evolutionary methods, or not even methods, mechanisms that are basically going to really start slowing down your rate of progress, which means we need to be smart about training. But I don't want that for you. I want you to be able to see results and be able to continue to build on those results. So we're going to talk about 2 scenarios here. So first scenario, let's say right now you're looking to just exclusively lose body fat. You've got quite a lot of weight to lose, and essentially for you it's all about reducing either that dress size, that weight, that level of body fat that you've currently got. So I want you to approach your training in this way. You're going to start with a whole body training program where literally we're taking an upper body exercise and then we're going to pair this with a lower body exercise. This is called peripheral heart action training, and it allows us to get a lot of work done in a short period of time. Also, I find this to be really effective to helping beginner clients and help them start losing weight faster than what they would if they were just going to the gym and doing a few bits. So for example, that means we could take the leg press and we could pair it with a pull down. We could take the leg curls, we could pair it with a chest press. We could take leg extensions, we could pair that with a shoulder press. The options for you here are pretty much unlimited. Then, moving forward from your whole body program, which you're going to complete for 4 weeks, and if I see enough likes, I'll probably post that program that you could actually follow, an article that I've wrote about this in the past. Just give us a thumbs up and I'll post that in later. So moving on from whole body, after you've completed 4 to 6 weeks of that, we're then going to move into upper lower splits. This is where on a particular day, we take upper body muscle groups, so like your chest, like your back, like your shoulders, like your biceps, your triceps, and we're going to exclusively train those for a full session. Then on the next session, we're going to take your lower body and we're going to talk about quads, hamstrings, glutes, and we're going to train those for a full session. What this then allows us to do is to keep your results and keep your progress moving forward. What we can do here by moving on from whole body training is we can really ramp up the amount of volume that we put in through these muscle groups. Volume is a great driver for reaching something called progressive overload, which is what we're looking for to get your body to change. So that's scenario number 1. That's if right now you're in a position where you just want to lose as much body fat as possible, and you're in a position where maybe your starting weight, your starting body fat is higher than you like it to be. Okay, second scenario. So let's say you're a little bit leaner than that. Let's say you haven't got as much body fat to lose, but for you it's all about toning up. It's about stripping a little bit of fat, but also maintaining some sort of appreciable level of a physique. So how are we going to approach this? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take that upper lower split and we're going to make that your first 4 weeks. So for your first 4 weeks, you're going to take that upper lower split. For your next 4 weeks, we're then going to move into push, pull, legs, repeat. I find this works really well, again, for a leaner individual, for someone who's got maybe a bit of training experience, to still continue to lose body fat, but start to see a physique and start to see some appreciable level of body fitness, fundamentally. So, Then what you're going to do is you're going to take that push, pull, leg split, repeat that over, you could repeat that 5 times per week, 4 times per week if you like, but essentially one of those exercises, one of those sessions is getting repeated twice through the workout. And again, the possibilities are endless here for progressive overload. So, moving on from video 1, which is where you're going to start now. This is video number 2. You've got to plan what you're going to do. You can't just join the gym and expect that in 8 weeks' time you're going to somehow look different. We've got to understand what's going to go into it. If we combine these styles of training programs with some cardio, this will work really, really, really well for you to really level up the results that you're currently seeing. So in video number 3, we're going to talk a little bit about nutrition. So how are we actually going to take these things that we've just started on, we're getting this head around, and then make sure we're maximising our return on that from what we're actually eating. Alright guys, if you've liked this video, please drop a like, obviously, on the page. And if you'd like me to post up an example of those workouts that I talked about before, bit of a long one for you today, but hopefully you've digested it all, then drop us a like. Feel free to drop a comment in the section box below as well. And just any questions.